good with y'all boys, man? CGODB. I'm back tonight. This time, continuation of the season grade series. This time up, Big Zoo. As you can see on the graphic right here, 10 points per game, 8.5 boards, 1.6 assists, 63% from the field, and he managed to get one whole block per game exactly. And when you're talking about Big Zoo, he's a very polarizing player within the Clipper, within the Clipper world. Whether, by the fans and stuff, he definitely catches a lot of strays. And, I just, for the life of me, I just can't figure out why, because, Zubac is still very young. I think people forget that. It would be nice, in a perfect world if, our center was, if you replace Zubac with, like, Bam Adebayo and you replace, like, Reggie with, like, I don't know, like Fred VanVleet or something. But that's just, we have cap restraints, Our team can't be perfect, all right? And Zubac, for what he does, he is, like, one of the best in the league for his money, for how much we pay him. He's on one of the best team deals in the league, best valued contracts, and honestly, this season too. Actually, every season he's been a Clipper. He's made improvements across the board, statistically and on the eye test. And just like last video too, I'm gonna just show a couple clips and stuff, and just show you guys, just some things that I like from Zubac. It's a little film session, but yeah, let's check this out. So this is the playing game. Zubac passing out of the short roll. This is what I like to see right here. He's definitely improved on this year. He still can get better, but he's shown the capability. So sets the screen on Ant. Nice screen. His screen game, two-man game with Reggie has, showed some brilliance this year. Reggie, really nice bounce pass to him. Zubac, good hands. And then makes a good play. He could have hit either one because Beverly was kind of, he was kind of just playing both sides of the fence. But he looked him off and hit the guy, Norm, right in the corner. Really, really nice dime by Zoo. And if he could keep on doing stuff like that, with Kawhi and PG back next season, it's just going to be really, really scary. Next one. Sets the screen on Curry. Little backside screen. Look, fake pass. The jam. Man, okay. Like this one right here. This Zubac he's just feeling different this day. All right, so he kind of sets it on the opposite side so he can get because he kind of knew they were going to trap Reggie right there. So really nice pass by Reggie too. Getting it to him. Nice hands. Look, catching it. Boom. Boom. Fake right there. Got Clay jumping. Clay, what you doing? Slam. This one in particular, he looked like an all-star on that play. Like, I don't know. Sometimes he when he flashes like plays like that, when he's combining his IQ and then athleticism, because don't get me wrong, Zubac, for him not being the fastest laterally, he can throw it down. I mean, he's got some powerful dunks. When he's running down the lane like that, and it's kind of hard to get in his way and stop him because he's so he's so stocky. But that one right there is just really, really nice, good. He's showing that he can make plays and stuff. And that was just like he's gotten really good reps and good repetitions this year with him and Reggie, if that's a positive. But boom, right after short roll, same game, layup. They just couldn't stop him. And I believe this was the game too when Terrence Mann was doing really good on the second unit. Off the bench, we beat the Warriors this game. Look, that's what I mean. Zubac's screen placement and just like when he's doing little fake screens and rolls, Like him and Reggie got really good chemistry this year. Reggie, same thing as last play, just at different area of the court. Clay, look, he meets Clay again right here in the center. This time, instead of fake passing it, look, he just goes right by him. Clay didn't know what to do, bro. And then Curry's, of course, too small. Layup. Like, stuff like this, man. Like, I know you guys see it too. Like, Zubac, I don't think he'll ever reach, like, All-NBA defensive team level or All-Star level, of course, but he most likely will never reach those accolades. But I think he's just really, really solid. I mean, he's just improved every single season. Just very small, but this one a block on Bam. Even smacked him in the face a little bit too. Boom. So I like this one right here because it really shows like, because Bam going straight up with it. Zoo. And then this one right here, I like this next angle because like he's passing it to him, Zubac. He's already reading it. He's on the opposite side of the paint, mind you, too. Pass. Look, he's on the opposite side of the paint still. Look, when Bam catches the ball, and then he's showing that he can, get across, move laterally across the paint. He did improve as a shot blocker, I'd say. Yeah, it's just like, that's the thing too, is a lot of people get kind of impatient because they expect they want Zoo to take this like giant leap, but just because he's been making small improvements every year and stuff statistically, like people just haven't been paying attention. But I promise you, he is improving. Let's get into these positives and negatives though. Let me know what you guys thought about that film as well down below. But Zubac, season great. Career highs in points per game and rebounds per game. I hope the rebounds go up next season. I don't expect, it would be nice if he could average 10 points per game again. That would be pretty cool. But I'm not so sure. It's still kind of up in the air. We'll see. I think Kawhi and PG will set him up nicely. He could average even more, honestly. We should see. We shall see. Especially because, that camaraderie he built with Reggie this season. Just getting more, pick and roll reps. Working their two-man game. But, yeah. Next one. Extremely efficient from the field. 63%. So, Zubac, he's always been efficient like this. So, that's another feather you could hang on his cap. For as he is as a player, that's just what he does. He does take very few shots per game, but when he does, it's generally pretty good looks. He's not gonna force anything stupid. Next bullet point: had more double doubles this year than the last two seasons combined. So this season he had 30 games with 10 plus rebounds, and 25 out of those 30 games were double doubles. So, yeah, I mean, shout out to Zubac. There's like months in like February, January where Zubac was averaging a double double the whole month, and he had some stretches where he was just a monster. So. And I know, too, he can be inconsistent at times. We all know what a bad Zubac game looks like. He's kind of getting killed on switches, and they're kind of clamping him off the pick and roll, and he can't really get any good setup passes from Reggie, and, he's just missing his hook shots or whatever. We all know what a bad Zubac game looks like. But this year, he had some really, really nice ones. Yeah, I mean, that stat, he had more double-doubles this year than the last two seasons combined, which is crazy. Just shows that he's definitely on the up and up. Then he had a standout game where he dropped 30-plus points and went toe-to-toe with Jokic. This was a really, really cool game to watch. For one, I never thought Zubac would ever score 30-plus in a game. I just never thought I'd see that, but hey, he managed to pull it off, and he has shown like he's capable of going toe-to-toe with like some of the higher echelon centers in the league. Jokic, some say he's the best. Back-to-back MVP, but yeah, Just definitely shout out to Zoo. You know, he's definitely like he's had a lot of good reps against guys like Aiton, um, Jokic, of course, Valanciunas. He had a really good game against them. Yeah. Next one. Zubac's post game was highlighted and utilized much more this season. So we all seen this. I mean, they'll give Zubac the ball in the block, and he's able to back the guys down and do his little post hook and stuff. His post spins and all that stuff, up and unders. Like he's definitely like he definitely showed that he's much more versatile than we thought. For one, I thought he was just like a rim runner, kind of just catch the ball off the pick and slam it down, or just lay it up. Or he's just one of those guys that you can just drop him the ball, draw two, and just drop him the ball, and then he could just dunk it like standing dunk under the rim. But no, actually, this year he showed he can get his own shot off, which impressed me a lot for one, actually. Because if he didn't like show he could do that this season, then I would be a lot um, less like I don't know inclined to keep Zubac around. Because yeah, I mean, if he can't get his own shot off, because there are times this season when I thought we didn't get him the ball enough, actually, because he always gets a good look and he can create his own shot, which definitely impressed me. Short roll game improved slightly, so like I showed you in the clips, he has times where he could, play make really nicely out of the short roll with him and Reggie. Um, yeah, I mean, I just want to see it keep on improving because it's still not great, but he's getting there. He definitely showed some flashes. Longest tenured Clipper. Yeah, I mean, he's been there since 2018, that 2018 team. Yeah, I mean, I think Zubac is just a good vibes guy, no ego. That's what I like. And that just ties into the next bullet point. Doesn't have an ego and is fine with not playing heavy minutes / closing lineups. So I think Zubac played about like 27 minutes per game this year. Which is it's fairly a lot actually for Zoo. I think it'll go down a little bit next season because I expect Hardenstein to play a little bit more if they bring him back, or if we make a move with the trade at center and get someone who's pretty nice that can split minutes with Zubac, or even if we get or safe Hardenstein leaves and we get a guy like JaVale McGee as a backup, and he's a pretty elite backup center. So, yeah, I mean it just kind of depends how this offseason plays out, but I'd be fine with Zubac getting minutes like he did this season. Obviously, he's not going to play closing lineups because Ty Lue likes to go 5 out and spread the floor with small ball. But yeah, I mean that's just the thing. That's what's important about Zubac. Like people say, oh, get Miles Turner. One, he's not a good rebounder. Two, will he be okay with getting taken out? In clutch time, fourth quarter. I don't know. I don't know. You don't have to worry about that with Zubac though, because he doesn't care. He just wants to win. So, and then I also put solid rebounder, rim protector, and finisher at the basket. So he's not great at any one thing, but he's pretty solid at everything. That's kind of the thing that you got to give and take with Zoo. He's at like all of the interior stuff that a center has for his job. Zubac, he's pretty adequate at everything. So, and then I developed a hook shot and post moves. Talked about that earlier. Next bullet point. One of the most consistent players on the team. Barely misses games and been the same guy the past 3 years pretty much. So I mean this like, I don't know why Zubac catches so much hate, because honestly, I mean this too. Let me know if you guys agree. He's like one of the most consistent players on the team if you really think about it. Yeah, sometimes he can have inconsistent games, but when you really, really look at the grand scheme of Zubac's whole career as a Clipper, Has he really changed much? Not really. I mean, he shows up every game, barely injured or ever out, and he kind of gives you the same production, honestly. Um, yeah, I mean, just really, just well rounded, honestly. But yeah, next bullet point: good fit with the team and provides valuable minutes. So yeah, it's just another reason why we got to keep Zoo around. Yeah, I mean, he's a really good fit, honestly. Even if we get like a really good center and Zubac comes off the bench, he's not gonna care, honestly, and he's still gonna give us pretty good production. So yeah. Next one. Two-man game has improved with him and Reggie. So you guys seen this in the clips, and even if you watch the games and stuff, like him and Reggie had some really nice moments where in the pick and roll where teams, even elite teams, like it was kind of hard for them to stop, and they kind of did give some teams trouble this year. Which it'll be really nice to see the Kawhi and Zoo improved pick and roll, or Kawhi or PG and Zoo, advanced pick and roll. But we'll see, man. Even Norm too. I want to see Norm run one. It's gonna be nice. Yeah. So it's just the last bullet points on positives. Still a young player. He's 25 and has improved in small increments every year. So yeah, I mean, people forget he's 25. I think Zubac is younger than Luke Kennard, and he's younger than Terrence Mann. And Terrence Mann has been in the league for half the amount of years as Zubac, and Zubac is still younger than him. So think about that too, because Zubac, he's about to enter his prime years right now. So, I mean, 25 to 30 are usually the prime years. So we'll see. With his trajectory, I'm definitely excited. I'll be on the lookout. But yeah, next bullet point: matched up well with Ayton last playoffs and was noticeable when Zoo got hurt. So yeah, I mean, he had some really nice moments, and I mean, when you look at Ayton's numbers, yeah, he got some pretty solid numbers against Zoo. But if you really watch the game, you'd see that Zoo held his own. And yeah, I mean, of course he got killed by CP3 on switches and stuff, but hey, I mean, nobody can really guard CP3 off the pick and roll except himself, when he's bricking shots, but yeah. On one of the best value contracts in the league for his production, team option this year for $7 million. So this is why, like, another reason I just don't get why Zubac is a lightning rod for criticism, because he's just on one of the best team-friendly deals for how much he gives us. Only $7 million we're gonna pay him this season, which of course we're gonna pick up that team option. But yeah, negatives. And as you can see too, season grade, I gave Big Zoo a B+. Let me know what you guys would grade his season. For the negatives though, I'm gonna just briefly go through these. Has his limitations offensively. He can't score outside the paint. So of course, as we know, Zubac really only scores on layups, post moves, dunks, pretty much rim running. He has shown like he can throw up a pretty decent floater, not as good as Hardenstein's floater, but it's all right. I definitely want to see him try to expand his range, shoot a mid-range every now and then, like keep the defense honest. It'd be nice. It would be so nasty if Zubac had like a pick and pop game. But yeah, Zubac, he's slow-footed and often a target for switches. So especially nowadays in the modern NBA, it's kind of like a switch, matchup hunting kind of league. So yeah, I mean, Zubac, he's definitely like a target, which I don't blame him. I mean, he's look how big he is. Like you really can't expect him to keep up with these smaller guards. Like the people who are saying that, complain about him getting killed on switches, like what do you expect, man? Like I don't know. Yeah, that's just one of the downgrades of Zubac's game. Next bullet point: is Zubac worth the 4-year, $60 million extension that he's qualified for? So this is like if we give him an extension, this season, next season. Yeah, I mean he's most likely gonna ask for like a 4-year, $60 million deal. Is he worth $15 million a year for you guys? With the cap, the cap goes up every year and stuff, more money and stuff, and of course we got one of the richest owners, actually the richest owner. Um, yeah, I mean honestly, I'm kind of 50-50 about it. We'll see like how this season plays out. Um, but yeah, I definitely think like when you really think about it, $15 million, like it sounds crazy, but for Zubac, but um, yeah, I mean I think he's more like that 10 to 12 range, but yeah, I mean with the cap going up, it probably won't even be that noticeable, but yeah, what do you guys think about that? And he put can be clumsy at times with his lack of athleticism. So I mean lateral athleticism. I think he can get up and make solid blocks and stuff and throw down nice dunks. But yeah, I mean like his just lateral quickness is just not there. One of the most criticized players by the fan base, so as we know, a lot of people hate Zubac. But yeah, questions revolving around if Zubac is a starting center on a championship team. So I've even questioned this at times too. I'm not gonna lie. Um, is Zubac like has he reached his peak? Has he um he kind of is who he is at this point, right? So I mean, he can still improve like along the margins and stuff, but yeah, I mean, is he a starting center on a championship team? You guys let me know. Um, Personally, I think we can win a chip with Zubac at center, playing, giving us valuable minutes. I mean, shit, we made it to the conference finals even when Kawhi went down and stuff too. So, and he matched up well with Aiden, showing that he can go toe to toe with Jokic and stuff like that. So, yeah, I definitely think Zoo can stick around, and we could bring home a chip with him. But yeah, I mean, it would be really really nice if we had like like a really nasty center and then Zoo came off the bench. Like that would be really solid. It would be kind of tough to stop. But yeah, I put has been in the league for 6 years and is who he is at this point. So yeah, of course. I mean, it doesn't seem like 6 years, which is crazy, but yeah, Zubac, he kind of is who he is. I mean, he can still improve and stuff, and I think he'll definitely just get better because he's still super young. But I like to see him just keep developing his game and kind of prove the doubters wrong. But we kind of know what we're getting out of him at this point. You know, just solid all around center, just traditional guy. But yeah, next one will most likely never reach top tier center status. So I mean like all NBA / All Star team. If Zubac were to make like all defensive team, like by the time he's like 30, like even an all defensive second team, like I'd be surprised honestly. But yeah, we'll see. Like, do you guys think Zoo will ever reach that status? Like, I could never see Zubac making All Star game. Yeah. Um, but that's fine. He doesn't have to. Like, he's still a solid role player. Um, Next bullet point, can improve his hands for rebounds and catching passes off the pick and roll. So he has improved his hands this season for sure, but he can still get better. And I put lack of playmaking ability. He's shown that he can play make at times and be really solid at it. And then also he's shown that he can turn the ball over. He's definitely not a better passer than Hartenstein. But yeah, I mean, he can definitely just keep on working on it. He's definitely shown this season his playmaking was a lot better than last season. I'll tell you that. Yeah, just his decision making and overall, yeah, everything. It's been pretty solid, honestly, and I just want to see him keep on improving. I mean, it's still not great, but I mean, everyone has their flaws, right? Nobody's perfect, but yeah. For the season grade though, B plus. Yeah, I mean, I think it was overall a pretty nice season from Big Zoo, and yeah, I mean, what would you guys grade it though? let me know down below. Let me know what you think of the video. Who do you got winning the finals? Personally, I'm on Warriors. I've been riding with the Warriors all playoffs when we got knocked out the play-in. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Take it easy, guys. Much love. CGODB signing out.